pieces in the show. This is the reversible heaven enhancer. And I'll show you the engraving on one side. There's a bit of heaven in my heart. And on the other side, because someone I love is in heaven. Just love that that's close to your heart, but look at how beautiful, weighty, large this is, all the detail. It's $149.98. You get this enhancer, you can put it on any chain. It's $1 a day on Easy Pay, and I'm sorry to move that abruptly. It's one of those things that has sold out every time it's been on the air, Scott, and it's my pick of the show, and it's finally back in stock. But meaningful jewelry to me is everything. I love to wear things that evoke a feeling, emotion, remind me of someone, help to remember someone, hold on to someone. And I loved your story, if you don't mind sharing it, because I know this is one that was very personal to you.
No, so this for me is about, how should I say, as we know, death stinks.
Yeah.
And death is hard on those that are left behind. That's why we have funerals. But in the end, I've chosen to celebrate the lives that I have lost.
Yeah.
And I'm the fourth of 5 kids, and my mom to this day is still my best friend.
Aww.
I love everything about her. She puts joy on my face, and I'm a little cuckoo because she's been gone 6 years.
That's not cuckoo.
No, but like we moved here a year ago to our farm.
Yeah.
And we had a little get together last weekend, and I've spoken about her so much. Our neighbors were like, "Oh, I expected your mom to be here." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. She actually passed away." Because again, I speak about her so much. But that's
beautiful. I mean, that's a wonderful thing. And I remember, I can't, because I mean, I obviously, like, death is hard for everyone. And that's, I heard a grief counselor once say that keeping people alive in memory and talking about them, and it's the same thing for anyone you love, right? That is the best thing you can do, because they are not gone. They're just present in a different way.
Well, and it's funny, when my mother passed away, my father really struggled. Again, they were married for 50 years. And I was perplexed at times. I go, "Dad, he's a PhD chemical engineer, but he was also the deacon of our church." I go, "You know she's never gone. Once energy is created, once matter is created, that energy is here." I go, "And also she lives within each of us." I was fortunate enough that my mother, her last 2 weeks, she was in the ICU and totally there, so conversations, we got great closure. And I said to her, I go, "How do I find you when you are gone?" I go, "Mom, when I need to talk to you, am I looking for your favorite flower, the daisies? Is it the butterfly? Is it the cardinal?" And she goes, "Honey," she goes, "you look into all of your brothers and sisters' eyes. You look into your children's eyes. You look in anyone's eyes that I have met, and I am there." She goes, "So I am never far away." And she goes, "And yes, I will still make comments if I think you're dressed inappropriately and you're leaving the house wearing that." Honestly, Courtney, this was my mom. Her lungs were failing. So this was just there. So I wanted to create something that could almost be a healing aspect for all of us.
Yeah.
Because it's just a moment in time. I mean, this lifetime, hours can seem like days, can seem like weeks, but years fly by. And having a 4 and an 8-year-old, I am blessed and told by every person who's ahead of me with their wisdom saying, "Scott, I need you to slow down and be in that moment because it's going to be gone before you know it." So we celebrate. My kids still get presents from Grandma in heaven, and they honestly believe that's all from Grandma. At Christmas and for Easter and their birthdays, they make their little wish lists. And can you give this to Grandma? And we'll say your prayers here.
That is so sweet.
So I love the fact that because someone I love is in heaven, and then as you flip it over, there is a bit of heaven in my heart. For me, that speaks to it all. How fortunate are we to have heaven in our heart? So as hard as it is, take the moment to celebrate. And when you wear this, I want you to feel that presence, that new guardian angel that you have. But what I also love about this, your friends and your families and your coworkers are going to say, "Courtney, that is gorgeous. What is that?" You know what it allows you to do? It allows you to share that memory. It allows you to share that person, that loved one. And it allows you to do it in one of the most beautifully carved, texturized, you can almost feel those angel wings just wrapping around your back. I mean, there are times when I start to lose it and I go for a walk on the farm. You know, you have those heavy days and it's just bad days. And you look up and you're like, "Mom, I need a sign. I need a little help." And I wanted to create that feeling of those wings just giving you that hug.
I love that. And just on a day where you feel like you really need that person, you can put this on. And then obviously, you know, keep it out near you somewhere really special in your house, even when you're not wearing it. But the holidays can be hard for
Holidays.
when you lose
Yes.
people you love. And so I just think from a gift perspective, even there isn't anything more meaningful than this. And the fact that they can put it on whatever chain they want, Scott. I mean, that's the other thing, right? You make it your own with this beautiful enhancer. And the amount of sterling silver, I mean, it is a weighty, beautiful, it's the type of piece that is deserving of what it's meant to do, Scott.
Yes.
And that's
Yes,
so
yes,
important.
yes. No, and I appreciate you saying that, because it's convenient to have sentiments, and it makes us feel better, and it brings us together. But to create that sentiment, to create something with that emotion, I want it to be something that'll last forever. So, like I said, she passed 6 years ago. We didn't introduce this to close to 2 years ago, because that was the amount of time my team was like, Scott, we got to approve it. Come on, do you know how many models we've made? We've made so many carvings. And I kept saying, this is going to be so special. And quite often, there's very few things as a man I can actually design for myself. Mm-hmm. But on something like this is, I've got my daughter's hand I created that wraps around my finger as a ring. And then this enhancer, this is mine.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my baby. This is my footprint that I am leaving on this brand. So 100 years from now, when I'm not here and they're speaking of Jay, they're going to go back to the archives and say, yes, this was Scott who brought a piece of heaven into our heart.
Well, continues to be popular, continually sells out. It's just back in stock. And with $40 off the price, $1 a day on Easy Pay, what a beautiful gift. Going quick again, 500 orders placed, that's half of our quantity. The price is going up at the end of the day, and now half of our quantity is gone and what we can bring to you. And at this price, no more come tomorrow, but I doubt it would be very difficult. I can't say for sure, but you know how it is trying to get things back in stock. If you want to give this as a gift, certainly, or have it for yourself around the holidays, get it while we have it. It's J370563, but over half our quantity is now gone. The matching bracelet is